The evening sky was unlike any other. Gray clouds hung heavy, as if harboring secrets too profound to utter, while the sun slowly sank below the horizon, leaving a faint orange glow on the city skyline. The world continued its chaotic pace, paying no heed to those left behind. But for two hearts that had once touched each other in profound silence, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, time seemed to stand still. Amidst all the noise, there was one moment that would never be forgotten. A moment when a promise was made, not with grandeur, but softly, yet echoing deep into the heart. Many know them as two big names in the Chinese entertainment world. Two actors who rose to fame through the drama The Untamed, which captivated the world with their acting and chemistry that felt so real. But behind the camera lights, the cheers of fans, and the dazzling success, there is a story far deeper. This is not just about two men sharing the screen. It is about a promise of loyalty, about protection in silence, and about love that grows without needing to be flaunted. When Xiao Zhan, with his gentle smile and eyes that hold 1,000 wounds, met Wang Yibo, a young man with a calm face but sharp, mysterious eyes, many were skeptical. Two personalities that seemed to clash, two worlds apart. Could they come together, even just for the sake of a drama? But time proved that fate always knows its way. When they stepped into the roles of Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji, the world seemed to stop. Their chemistry not only captured attention but left a lasting impression on the hearts of viewers. What many didn't know was that the seeds of their bond had already begun to grow long before the cameras rolled on the first scene. They weren't just building characters, they were building trust, understanding, and a connection that defies logic. Then came 2020, a year that will always be remembered, especially by Xiao Zhan. He was hit by a wave of hatred, made an easy target by a controversy that erupted without warning. His rising career was shattered before his eyes. He was abandoned by many, criticized, and scorned. In that darkness, when even the light of hope felt distant, one figure remained standing. He didn't speak much in the media. No lengthy statements. No clarifications or direct defenses. But behind all that silence, his actions spoke louder than anything. In every event where they happened to meet, in every small interaction, Yibo's gaze at Zhan said it all. "I'm here. I won't leave." And on one starless night, in the quiet practice room, Xiao Zhan stood in silence. He watched Yibo practice dancing, his body drenched in sweat, his movements filled with dedication. No words were spoken. Only the silence bore witness to something greater than mere admiration. In his wounded heart, Xiao Zhan made a decision. Not a promise made in public. Not a promise announced on social media. But a promise spoken in silence, in a voice so soft even the wind could barely catch it. "As long as I can still stand, I will protect you, Bo." And somehow, as if connected by an invisible energy, Wang Yibo turned and smiled, a rare, small smile that only appeared when he was with Zhan. "Zhanji, you must take care of yourself too." From that night onward, something changed. They were no longer just colleagues, not just two names in the same industry. They became something more, becoming each other when the other was gone, became a shoulder to lean on when the world was no longer kind. On a certain night on a large stage, among thousands of spectators and blinding spotlights, the two performed at a prestigious music event. The audience might not have noticed, but backstage they briefly met. Just a glance. But in that glance lay a message that needed no words. And according to a staff member's testimony, before taking the stage, Xiao Zhan wrote in his own notebook, "For her who quietly became a home when all doors were closed, I promise, no one will ever hurt her again as long as I'm here." This is not a story about love that is flaunted. It is not about hugs or sweet words in front of the camera. But this is a story about loyalty that lives in silence, about protection that does not need public recognition, and about a presence that is more meaningful than 1,000 promises. Though they are rarely seen together, true fans know that something remains intact. There are hidden interactions, silent support on social media, and small moments too perfect to be mere coincidence. When Wang Yibo faced backlash over his new project, who was the first to like the supportive post for him?
Xiao Zhan.
When Xiao Zhan received an award and nearly cried, who stood up first and clapped the hardest? Wang Yibo. In a world of entertainment filled with fakery, their story is like an oasis, a reminder that there are still genuine connections. Connections that don't need to be flaunted, don't need cheap drama. Simply being there, simply watching from behind the scenes. The day Xiao Zhan promised to protect Wang Yibo was more than just a single moment in time. It was a symbol of a strong, pure bond that withstands trials. That day became a quiet turning point, not just for the two of them, but for everyone who believes that true love doesn't have to be loud. If you've ever loved someone without needing to possess them, if you've ever felt a sense of peace simply by seeing someone remain strong by your side, then you understand the meaning of Xiao Zhan's promise. And perhaps, just perhaps, even today, behind the scenes, amidst their respective busyness, that promise remains etched in their hearts. Because true love doesn't need witnesses. Enough with loyalty. Enough with the courage to endure. And the world doesn't need to know. Do you think that promise is still kept to this day? Or has time changed everything? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on emotional stories like this. Stories that may be hidden, but are so real to those who believe in love that quietly endures. See you in the next video. Keep believing in miracles and in love that isn't always visible, but never fades away.